Hey Bestie, I'm Kenya and welcome to my channel. I'm so grateful and super thankful that you are joining in to plan with me today. So in this video, I will be sharing you guys my meal planner spread for this upcoming week, but I'm not going to date it. It's going to be actually a spread that I can reuse again. And I will be using some new stickers, the Southern Farmhouse garden flowers, as well as some handwritten colorful boxes. So if you want to see what I create, you already know. Stay tuned. Okay, so jumping right in, you guys. Here are all the stickers that I pulled. I did pull mainly from the Garden Flowers sticker book. I also wanted to bring in a mouth liner and a couple of washi tapes just to kind of see what I can kind of pull together. I'm thinking that I want to kind of go with like a just green herbal type spread. So I pulled all of these green stickers and green boxes, and the colorful boxes, the handwritten colorful boxes, I thought would be perfect for this because it did have like a lot of green stickers in there. And so I pulled this long list for me to have a shopping list over in my sidebar. And now I'm going to kind of just work on like a decorative design. What I thought about doing was using these paper or herbs. That's technically, well, some of them are herbs, some of them are not. Actually, that's a lettuce leaf, the first one that I put down, but the rest of them are little herbs and spices. And I'm just going to kind of align them across this little row, and it's actually going to cover up the ingredients to prep line, and I don't really need to use this bottom section for that, so I thought that this would be a way to camouflage and I don't have to use whiteout, and it'll give me like a little decorative element. It's like food related, so I thought that was perfect. So here I'm just trying to arrange them, and I'm going to, because they're paper, I want to make sure that I'm like, not overlapping some of them where it doesn't make sense. So I thought that one would look better behind the leaf. Then I'm going to bring this one in. And you guys, I'm not really good with like herbs and stuff, like the fresh ones and like what they look like. What I love about this book though is that they have them all labeled, so that was really nice. If you have the garden flower sticker book, then it definitely has like tons of like herbs, like things that you would grow in a garden. And I love that sticker book. Took me a while to pick it up because I was like, at first I was like, I'm not going to use that, but it's actually perfect for your meal planner or recipe planner. And that was one of the, factors that kind of made me say, you know what, I need to add this to my stash. So I'm loving it, and I thought this would be kind of like a cute little design, make a decorative element out of these little herbs and spices. So that's all I'm doing here. And actually, I wasn't sure how this was gonna look, you guys, but once I started putting it down, I was like, oh, I like this. I like it, and it's gonna give me very like a monochrome type spread. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of gray with my mouth liner, but this is just, I don't know, I'm liking it. It's fresh. So I was like, I almost felt like I should have been planning like a vegan meal plan for this week. So maybe there's something that I can revisit and maybe do something else with like some other vegetables or something. But I thought this was cute, y'all. I thought it was cute. So yeah, that's all I'm doing here. Just get my little, I believe, is that rosemary? I believe that's rosemary. Then now I know this is a snap pea, and I kind of ran out of little herbs, so I was just like, let me pull something green. And this snap pea came right in handy with my little lettuce heads, and I'm gonna trim one of them off though, so it can kind of fit in this little space. And I'm gonna put it behind there, behind my little rosemary. I think that's rosemary, you guys. And behind my lettuce. And I think that looks good. Well, let me fix it first though, because it's kind of hiding it. So let me maneuver this around a little bit, and then I can get into like some more of my plans. Okay, bam, y'all, that's cute. That is cute. I worked it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna add a couple of boxes, and I just pulled some random boxes. These aren't just necessarily gonna specify anything significant necessarily. Well, this big one, I actually should put it on the weekend, so I was trying to put it on Wednesday, but when I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, no, let me pull that up. Let me put that actually on Sunday, because it could specify. We typically, sometimes, and I don't know about this weekend just yet if my plans will allow it, but we may go and visit some family. So if we do, we tend to have family dinner. If not, sometimes I will cook a more southern style, like soul food type food, because I mean, that's me and my husband's favorite on Sundays. But if not, then I could just put family day there, which is probably what I'll end up doing. Okay, so I did throw in a couple of other boxes, and I'm going to go back into the Colorful Boxes book and see what else I can find that I can place in here as far as boxes wise, and just throw some on the spread. Just give me like a little balance effect. I think this is good for now. I can kind of see later if I need to add anything. Now I am going to white out the little pre-written labels on here, or the pre-printed labels, because I don't necessarily need them, and plus they don't really go with, meal planning. And now I'm gonna see if I can add in just a little bit of black and white. I mean, I wanted to keep it all green, but I just feel like it could use a little bit of a pop. So I wanted to play around and put some of this washi down just to see. And I'm just going to throw it on the spread. I actually thought in 2 corners here. And actually this one is perfect because on the weekends, we don't really do a lot of... Sometimes I cook like a healthy breakfast, but the weekends are such a toss-up for us. So I'm just going to notate that. And it's kind of like fend for yourself too at the same time. It just depends on what we're feeling for the weekend. We don't really know until the weekend shows up what the plans will actually be and what we will get into. It's more spontaneous than anything. Okay, so now I did move that washi over because I'm probably going to use that little space and put a box there, because I do like to notate what type of dessert that I'm going to do for the week. And I did bring in this little green washi, you guys, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if it looks good layered over that black and white washi. So I don't know. Let me see if I can live with it for just a little bit, but it's not popping to me, especially on the weekend part. So I did find this weekend fun sticker. So I feel like I need to move that up. So that way this weekend fun could pop out a little bit more and not be, whited out, like a white out look, I guess, behind it. I think that looks good. I like that layered on top of the washi. Okay, so now this bottom row, I was like, well, should I even use this green washi since I didn't use it over on the other side? And I need something there that would make sense. I love this, the gangs all here sticker quote, but I didn't want to, use up too much space. So if I don't need enough on my little shopping list, I can probably throw that there. So I'll save that idea for later. And I'm just flipping through trying to see what else I can find in here that will look good. I love these that say like love this and family favorite. So I could possibly throw some of these in the mix. And I was like, well, let me wait before I do that, and let me make sure I have enough room to write in my meal plans. But I can definitely layer it over a box or inside of a box or something. So that's idea. So I'm going to revisit that. And let me just see what else I can find. I love this quote, you guys. That's a beautiful quote, but I don't think I have room for it. And so I did come across this one that says family. This little big quote here. And I say little big. It's a big quote, but it's not, it's a one-worded quote, I guess you could say. It's not really a quote. It's a script sticker. So I decide at this point, I'm like, okay, well, it's kind of not popping out. So I'm going to trim this washi down so I can make sure you can actually see the word family. And I think it'll still give it the effect that I'm going for. So, okay, so I like this. And the wax paper is coming in handy. But you guys know what? I feel like this washi would just bring it all together. So I'm going to just throw a little piece down there and just layer it. And yes, I think that is the look that I want. So I'm going to place this down. I think that looks good. And then I placed it down a little too far over. I got my wire hanging off and I didn't really want that. So I'm going to move it over just a little bit to try to center it properly and bring it down onto the little, washi tape. Okay. I like it. Okay, so let's get into some other things. Let me see what else I can find, if there's anything else that I might need. But like I said, I love that sticker. And this sticker book has all types of little things in it. It's really kind of like a functional sticker book, honestly. But it does have like some meal planning, like home type dedicated stickers and quotes towards it. So I like that about it. Okay, I did find this little half circle type sticker. And I thought about putting this down there because I do want to notate my dessert for the week. But I felt like it was just too big. I wasn't feeling it there. So I removed it. And then I thought about putting a circle down here over this little already pre-printed on the page like quote thing. But I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to find me a couple of other boxes that I can write some things in. And then I just decided to go ahead and put a regular box here. It says breakfast on it. So I'm going to wipe that out because it's actually going to be for desserts. And I'm going to leave shopping list on the long sticker because that's what I plan to actually use it for. But the other ones, they didn't work. Okay, so here I'm going to use a couple of skinny stickers just to notate like a couple of things like snacks, and then also like some things I need to pick up for the smoothies that we like to have. So that's what I'm going to notate there. And I do have that space above family, but I don't know if I want to put anything there at this point. So I'm just kind of trying to see where I'm at. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the writing. And first off, I'm going to write in snacks and smoothie in with my little highlighter, mild liner. And then I'm going to outline that. You guys know I've been doing a couple of little lettering techniques, and this is one of my favorite ones. So I just been kind of sticking to it. And I really love doing it inside of a box. So that's where this kind of came from. Even though these boxes are small, I still just decided to do it. The more you practice, the better you get. And the more spaces that you can find to utilize your lettering in, definitely do it. So you'll get better. Okay, so now into my meal plan. I'm going to start out with, and I'm going to do breakfast first. And just to give you guys some tips on how I do it, like I try to switch things up week after week. Every now and then, even though I do feel like we kind of eat the same things, because we just at this point we know our favorites, and then we're also trying to be healthy and make sure we're getting vital nutrients in our body. So we kind of stick to the same routine in a sense, but I do like to get a little creative. My husband, he does drink coffee, so I like to notate that also. And something that I love to have in the morning, and I'm going to really specifically be talking about me because, he can kind of do his own thing too in the morning if he doesn't want like a smoothie or whatever. Breakfast is really easy. So we always tend to do either some type of smoothie, some type of like filling thing. Like we both love oatmeal. So just gonna put those on my list for the week. And as far as smoothie, you guys, like comment below if you are into smoothies and like what's your favorite smoothie recipe. I would really love to know. I am all into like creating smoothie recipes and stuff. So I love fruit smoothies, but I also really love the green smoothies as well. Like love them so much. So I can literally drink them twice a day. I love them that much. But yeah, and if we don't make these at home, then we do have like a juicer, like a juicing spot here that creates some bomb smoothies. So we'll pick one of those up on the way to the office. But love that. So either we'll have oatmeal, some fruit and nuts, or a smoothie. And like I said, on the weekends, I love that blank because it just really depends. Sometimes I will cook like pancakes and bacon and eggs, and we'll go all out. And then sometimes we'll skip breakfast. Honestly, especially if we're like sleeping in on the weekends, which that doesn't really happen. But if it ever does, we will skip breakfast. So breakfast is kind of like up in the air on the weekends. Now, as far as lunch, I do love to meal prep, you guys. And the benefits of meal prepping for me personally, in my experience, has been such a blessing, such a peace of mind. and it saves money. It saves so much money. So what I like to do is we always like to get some type of protein. So some weeks I'll do chicken, some weeks I'll do salmon. And then we always make sure we get like a green vegetable in there, and then some type of starch. I do particularly like to do more starches though during the lunchtime hour instead of dinner, but I still throw them in at dinner because starches are filling. But our favorite, one of my favorites rather, I should say, is sweet potatoes. So this week I plan to get myself some sweet potatoes. I also love wild rice. I love jasmine rice. I love rice, period. So I tend to do more either rice or some type of potato during my meal prepping. And then we also like various vegetables like broccoli, green beans, asparagus. There's tons of options. So I just pick one or a few, and I'll maybe have something different every day. But I just meal prep it all at the beginning of the week, and then I'll store it, and it'll be ready for the week for my lunch. Okay, and then for the meals, I tend to try to pick 3 of our favorite meals, and then if I don't pick 3, I'll at least pick 2 and pick something new for the week. But this week in particular, I picked 3 of our favorite meals, and I'll alternate. So I will do our meal. I'll cook on one day, and then I'll do leftovers the next day. And it tends to work out. It works out really, really well for us. And it just also gives me peace of mind because I know what I'm cooking in advance. And then I know that I can make my shopping list. I know what I have picked up. And then I know what all I can have in the pantry to be ready to cook it all and get it done. When I don't meal plan like this, we eat out. Because the planner in me has to have it pre-done, pre-recorded. And when I don't do this, you guys, I'm all over the place and time will get away from me, and that's the whole thing. So here I just wrote in family dinner, and I have my leftovers. Now the weekends are a little tricky also. On Fridays, we try to do, I guess you can consider it like a cheat day, even though we're not really on a diet, a strict diet. We just indulge on Fridays, and we both love catfish, so I have coined Friday as Catfish Friday, and we'll go try out some catfish or we'll do some at home. And then on Saturdays we'll either eat leftovers for lunch, especially because I do tend to do a pasta dish a week as well. And pasta dishes, y'all, to me, especially if you do a casserole or something, they last a long time. So I try to, make sure that we remember that we have those leftovers. Okay, so here is where I'm going to bring in another box, and it actually says dinner, and I could really leave that, but I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and take it off because I didn't want to leave it it would be the only one on the spread. And shopping list is okay because it's in the corner. But I'm going to put it out on Saturdays because 9 times out of 10, we will either have dinner with friends, we'll go out, I'll have, it'll be something. We'll be out and about, we'll be doing stuff on Saturdays. Saturdays is our chill day, our, unplugged day and all of that. So it's pretty much always out. And if not, then we tend to have plenty of leftovers as well. So I love that. Then I also like to, make a list of snacks that we like to eat. And I will try to make sure and check that we have these on hand and stuff. Because what I have learned about snacks is if we do not do this, and if I don't have some snacks for us to munch on my shopping list, then we will eat bad. And this is where I feel like I try to make the most improvement in my diet, especially, is to make sure that whatever I'm snacking on throughout the day, or when we're away, when we pack in our bag, when we go to the office and things like that, they're not bad things. And I'm not stopping to get snack cakes and stuff. Even though, y'all, I'm not even gonna trip, I buy snack cakes now, no lie, but I still like to get more healthier options, especially fruit and nuts and stuff. Love that. And then I make my list for my smoothies. A couple of things that I love in my smoothies, of course, the common things like spinach and kale. I also like green apple. I like to get a berry mix, and then I like to do celery, cucumber, and I love my smoothies with coconut milk, you guys. Comment below if y'all like coconut milk, or if you do almond milk or something. If there's some type of nut milk that's your favorite, let me know below. what you're loving, because I might be interested in trying out some new types of like nut milks and stuff in my smoothies. I love them. Okay, so here is where I'm just filling in my little shopping list. I'm just going through in my head, y'all, thinking like, do I have this? Do I have that? I need this for that. I need this for this meal. And I'm just making me a list. And now this is probably the only thing that I won't be able to necessarily reuse, because I'm not going to date this. This is the undated meal planning extension pack from the Happy Planner that I'm writing in. And I won't be able to necessarily reuse this shopping list, but I am going to leave it undated, just because my goal is to create more of these, so that way if I ever find myself in a pickle, I'm gonna say it like that, in a time crunch for sure, and I wasn't able to do my meal plan for the week, then I can always go back and pull one of these out and just say, okay, this is what we're gonna eat for the week, and I'm gonna see what I got in the pantry, and then make a list from that. But I just went ahead and made like a general list, and this is actually the list that I need for this week coming up. So it just worked out. But I always will probably check this and make a new list. And I needed to put coffee on Thursday too. Didn't put that down. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of the meal plan there. So I'm going to go in and just add in a couple of other little things. Now, when you're meal planning, definitely, obviously, everybody would probably cater this to themselves. But I just kind of wanted to walk you guys through some of my thought processes and just kind of how, honestly, I make it real simple. I figure out my meal prep. That's done. I pick out 3 meals that we either love or I can try something new. Oh, and what I didn't tell you guys, what I plan to make for dessert this week is some grape salad. I got a new recipe from my best friend, and I definitely want to try that out. And I love grape salad, so I'm excited about that. And what I'm going to add here, because I didn't put this over on Friday, but 9 times out of 10, if I make this spaghetti casserole, a lot of times we like to have salad with it or breadsticks, and sometimes we don't. But just in case we do decide to do a salad with it, I'm going to put over here like a salad list, like what I want to put. Just a small greens mix salad, I guess you could say. Something real simple. And I'm going to toss it, and it'll be simple. If that's what we decide to do, we might not even decide we need salad. So it's kind of like prepping me in advance, and I can decide to pick this up if I don't have these items already. But I'm doing this so I won't have to do this later if I need another meal plan to just pull from. So it's perfect. So I'm going to write in salad right here, like I did the other little boxes. And yeah, y'all, that's my meal plan. That's kind of like how I get it started and going every week. And this really gives me peace of mind of knowing what all I got to cook, knowing what's on my shopping list. So now all I got to do is either go pick all this stuff up or order it, and bam, we are ready for the week. I can meal prep on Sundays and get it popping. So yes, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. If you're interested in seeing more meal planning videos, let me know below. I would love to hear from you. And I want to thank you all for being so sweet and so kind. And until next time, love you guys. Bye.